Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing my Scrap Backwards Monday weekly page, and it's my first of the year. And I'm using one of the January premium sketches that are out at Scrap-A-Sketch and ready for your subscription anytime now. The sketches this month, as always, are amazing. I have taken an old piece of My Mind's Eye paper. It's from the Miss Caroline collection from 2012. And this is called Dolled Up Cute Quaint Paper. Not quite sure what all that means, but it's designed by Jen Allison, and I love this paper. I've been hoarding it, honestly. I hoarded it because of this beautiful kind of mixed media distressed look about it, and it's I'm using both sides of it, and it's, you know, I just cut it diagonally. I folded it and then cut it on my trimmer, which is why you can kind of see a fold here, and I'm hoping that doesn't, in the grand scheme of things in my album, that may not show. And if it does, it'll just look more distressed. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm using several mats behind this photo. This is a photo that I either didn't know existed or had certainly forgotten. And it dates back to probably right around 2012, around the time that this paper was designed. And it's John walking into the YMCA, our gym at the time, with Katie and Ava. And 2012 would have been 11 years ago. Katie would have been like 11, and Ava would have been 4. So, and John would have been really happy to be holding hands with his girls. I just love this. This came up in James's memories, as so many photos do that I use. I've got some Discover and Create florals that were in my Scrap Backwards kit, and it has these two colors. There's a lot of black and white or grayish-ness to it, and and it also has this pretty blue. And it throws in this periwinkle blue and this orange and this purple, which I love. And it kind of picks up on some of the colors in this photo. So I'm happy with that. And I wanted this orange, particularly for this orange flower, to overlap the photo that way. I'm going to use I'm not quite sure where I'll use that. This floral, I was gonna mount kind of in between the second and third mat. Let me put it down that way. And then I'm gonna layer this one underneath it. And let that kind of go up on there. And what I'm doing with that is kind of taking away from this butt joint, which doesn't always meet perfectly where you want it to be. So I've got this Bramble Fox title and a whole bunch of Bramble Fox goodies over here. Let me get the title on, and then that'll kind of help me set proportions of the other things, including that clippy thing at the top. And I'm gonna put this halfway, or I had thought I would put it halfway on the photo and halfway off. But I may, nope, I'm kind of liking it. I'm liking the idea of doing it this way. I like the contrast between the blue and the brown that the filter made the pavement. And I think it's probably okay if that leaf overlaps, or I could take that leaf off entirely. Let me cut that leaf off. This is tricky. That's probably okay. I'm gonna save this and maybe use it, how about right there? Or here. I kind of like it there. And let me get a little piece of foam to put under it. The other side of that floral paper would have been a good match to this as well. Okay. There we go. So we haven't wasted anything there. Now, because I have this orange flower, I'm going to take that as license to be able to use some more orange. But before I put these, let me just kind of, I want to balance that orange with some orange down here. And I like this going right there. And I thought I would do the squirrel here, and maybe the ladybug looking down on there. And then I want to use this camera maybe peeking out of there, or maybe up here. And then right there, I could use one of these Bramble Fox pieces. And maybe I'll do 2 of them up here. Might do one of those right there. Let me see if I can get that one under. And where do I want to put that? This one has 2 of the aqua, so I'm going to let this one have 2 sparklies. That'll be too much with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on. This is from a Vicki Boutin collection as well. So I'm going to slant it off that way and let it just kind of stick right there on the photos. And I'll have the ladybug crawling off of it down onto the photo. And I will have the baby squirrel right there. And now I have some Let me get these glued on now that I like the placement. Now, do I really want these two next to each other? I think they look pretty that way. But am I losing my purple berries? I'm not going to worry about it, you know. I'm going to put one of these snowflakes here. And let's see. Let's get this one glued down. I have to lift these up. There. The little fiddling there. That one can stick out farther. It doesn't have to be tucked in as much. Okay, so here, this one goes, I want it to go don't like it there, but the flower shapes are not ideal for putting it here. I'm going to go ahead and do it right there, and then that changes the placement of this, unless I want it to overlap the photo, which I think I do. Let me get my tweezers. Do that. Okay, now I have 3 more. I thought I might want to do this glass one on a gray background, because I'm gonna kind of move it around like that, and that was gonna cause the underneath of it to kind of look a little gray until the glue dries, but you never know. Okay, and I'm gonna put this one here, maybe here by the title. And I'll put this one by this little word strip. And I haven't forgotten about the camera. I know we don't have it glued down yet. This says one for the album, and that's for sure. I'm really glad I saw it come up in James's memories. Okay, and this still wants to go there, right? Or do I want to cut part of it off and then kind of have it not sticking out quite so much? I think I prefer that. So let's get a little bit of foam underneath it. I like having that kind of a few shots of orange and even this little shot of red to kind of warm up all the cool colors that are in there. Now I have some other bits I could cut. Let me make sure all of these are glued down. This one isn't. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? I'm filming.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. the James and Barrett and Sky are back from the Peach Bowl game, which was James's Christmas gift to the two of them. And I have no idea how the game went, but I'm sure everybody there had a wonderful time. Let me put right here December 2012. And I think my page is done. I have used this full sheet. These, when I moved to a new, well, they were part of a Mind the Scrap kit, and so I've been populating my Scrap Backwards kit with leftovers, and I had fussy cut a few flowers from that paper, and so it was in my kit. And these, this camera and these guys were part of the kit, as were these papers. This is a winter themed paper, and this was in the last Mind the Scrap kit. And so that's kind of, whoops, this one's not glued down. I keep testing, and I think I've got it, and it's not, it hasn't worked. Okay, so we're done. I thank you for watching, and I wish you all a very happy new year, and I'll see you next time. Bye.